That's right. That's right. Dumb out. Dumb out. Yeah, tonight I'm showing love to Maserati Fox. Out. Dumb out. Long overdue love to Maserati Fox. We kind of got an interesting history that I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about everything from 50 Cent co-signing Maserati Fox, putting out his one of I'd call it his best project, the Fresh Out the Body Shop project. I want to speak on that. Hope everyone's enjoying their night. I know Thanksgiving Eve is a big party night. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving. I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgiving. I just wanted to come on here tonight live and speak about some shit. You know what I mean? I want to actually talk about Fat Joe revealing the G Unit beef, the whole beef with G Unit over loyalty. That's right. The whole beef was pretty much it stemmed over loyalty. Fat Joe even made comments as far to say that Fat Joe said Ja Rule and Irv Gotti were like Drake back then. He said they were like, we all know the history of Ja Rule and Irv Gotti. We all know the history of Murder Inc. That's an accurate statement. If Drake gave you "We're Going Home," you'd appreciate it. What if Drake gave you "Hotline Bling"? What's Love is equivalent to "Hotline Bling." That's the equivalent. So yes, his statement is accurate. Was What's Love on the R&B stations? Yes, it was on the rap stations. It was all over the stations. You know what I'm saying? Was Ashanti on it? Yes, she was singing the hook. That was actually supposed to more than likely be an Ashanti song. Fat Joe heard it. He liked it so much. You know what I mean? You can hear it by the beat that it is an Ashanti record. This is an R&B record. I'm surprised that you even want to get on this. It's a little bit risky. You're not concerned with your image. 50 Cent wouldn't do that. So, yeah, his statement is accurate. You can play What's Love right now in 2022, and it will still have the same effect as when it came out. Just think about it. You can play What's Love in any nightclub, and it will still have the same effect that it did when it actually came out. Fat Joe went as far to say that What's Love saved him. I want y'all to ask yourself, what song did Fat Joe have on the radio? What song did Fat Joe have on the radio? Basically, I'm telling you that Fat Joe didn't really have radio singles besides We Thuggin' and What's Love. Irv Gotti kind of saved him with those with that record, because if it wasn't for that, you know, would the DJs have been spinning King of New York with Buju Banton? How about the song with MOP? Nope, it wouldn't have worked. It would not have worked. But a song with the ladies, a song for the ladies, which Fat Joe had zero of, that's going to go. We'll take this. Ebro, here you go. Flex, there you go. DJ Clue, DJ Envy, appreciate y'all. Thanks a lot. You know what I mean? So, according to Fat Joe, that saved his career to the point where he performed the song at the Verses. He performed the song at the Verses with Ja Rule. Hello? Hello? He did the song. I repeat, he did the song with Ashanti, What's Love at the Verses with Ja Rule. If that's not a chess move, I don't know what is. You hear this song? Anything Ashanti touches is going platinum. Why would I give it to you? Anything Ashanti touches is going platinum. Why would I, you know what I mean? That's how it really was at that point in time. That's how it really was at that point in time, you guys. Just to be 100% real with you. If you even look at Ashanti's list of records, you'll be able to see that. She was actually the only artist that sold that year when 50 Cent put out his album. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. I know it's Thanksgiving Eve. I know it's the eve of Thanksgiving. I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all tonight. There we go. This is what I'm smoking tonight, if anybody's wondering. Yo, what up, Colin? Yeah, I was about to send you a flick of that, bro. I was about to send you a flick of that right there to see what you thought about that type of flavor. I repeat, he did the song with Ashanti. What's Love at the verses with Ja Rule. If that's not a chess move, I don't know what is. You hear this song? Anything Ashanti touches is going platinum. They got to be thinking like, why would I give it to you? I can just have her do another baby, 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 baby. You know what I mean? Anything Ashanti does is going platinum. It's not like she needs you on this. She could get anybody. She could get Ray J, Usher, somebody better suited, an R&B guy. We wasn't even thinking of a rapper feature for this unless it was Ja Rule. You know what I mean? We thought this would be a duet, John Ashanti. And in return, he jumped on New York, New York. There we go. So what did you grade it then, Shane? You actually put Fat Joe in the winner of that versus? If anybody else wants to chime in with their thoughts on that as well. Oh, I haven't got to the Maserati Fox portion of the video yet. I have not really even got anywhere with the video yet, but I do appreciate everybody hitting that like button, sharing this video, letting me know what city and state you're tapping in from. You are now watching the Mikey T, the Movie Star Podcast. So, when Fat Joe gave Ja Rule the record, 50 Cent knew. 50 knew. You know why 50 knew? 50 knew because of the Cool and Dre production. Why does Fat Joe care so much about Ja Rule? He could have kept his song. He could have got Jadakiss on it. Why does he need Ja Rule? The same reason Ja Rule was wondering, I could just keep this record, What's Love, with Ashanti. Why do I need Fat Joe on it? The same thing 50 is now wondering, you guys. Why does Fat Joe and Ja Rule care about each other so much? Nobody cares about each other like that in the music industry. If you have a hit, you keep it. If you have a hit, you keep it. But in all honesty, these two are true friends. But in all honesty, these two are actually true friends. Who do you know what I mean? They're true friends who actually do something like that. You give me a hit, I'll give you a hit. But it's not common, you know what I mean? Like when Tony Yayo was saying, "Why did you give the game how we do?" Why? It wasn't common to be doing stuff like that. But again, Game was an upcoming artist. It was important for him to have a good look. Fat Joe and Ja Rule weren't, you know what I mean? They were established. You only do that for upcoming people who are just coming out. So now Ja Rule is on a Fat Joe song. And now I got a problem with both of y'all because I'm from New York too. Fat Joe, why didn't you hit me up? I could have been in the song with Jadakiss too. And I got 100 guns and 100 clips. That's what 50 Cent is thinking in his head. He is like, these weasels went behind my back and did that. And now it's getting spins on Hot 97. Fuck this record. Because I don't like it. Because I'm from New York. Unlike Mob and MOP, 50 Cent could have never signed Fat Joe. Mobb Deep and MOP needed help on the business end. Mobb Deep's former manager actually went on K-Slay, I believe it was his former manager, and aired them out. You know what I mean? He aired them out for not knowing the business. MOP said G Unit helped get their money right. Whoop-de-doo. Jive got Papoose' money right too. Where is the music? Fuck your money. We are rap fans. We don't care about your bank account. Papoose got 1.5 million from a label for an album that never dropped. We wanted that. MOP, where is your album on G Unit Records? Where is Annie Up Part 3? Where's Annie Up Part 3? And I just use that as an example, you guys. You know what I mean? As a song that is really cherished from MOP. You know, that honestly, they're a group that could go back and do something like that. You know what I mean? Where I'm just asking the question, like, where is the shit that we're used to? What happened? 50 Cent couldn't manage you? Were you too street? He couldn't market you? You saw what happened to Mobb Deep. We all saw what happened to the album Blood Money. Some people apparently can't even remember it. What song was a hit off of that? Other than Out of Control, you know, and it wasn't even technically on Blood Money. And just so, and just imagine. So, Fat Joe also did something else. Fat Joe took the Ja Rule record to R. Kelly. And just imagine the look on R. Kelly's face when he goes in there and says, I need you to get on a song with Ja Rule. Ja Rule? Ja Rule? Fat Joe, you're my man's, but are you dumb? Do you not realize he has beef with 50 Cent? He's gonna diss me next. I'm R. Kelly. I don't need this headache. Hell no, Fat Joe. I don't want to do this shit. Fat Joe is like, Ja Rule is my brother. Please. Pretty please. With 2 cherries. All right, Joe. All right, Joe. But don't ask me no dumb shit like this ever again. Yeah, you know, Mobb Deep was actually featured on the Out of Control remix, which was actually on the re-released version of the Massacre album. Pretty please with 2 cherries. All right, Joe. But don't ask me no dumb shit like this again. If 50 approaches me, I'll be like, I'm just an R&B dude. This is probably what R. Kelly's thinking. I'll be like, I'm just an R&B dude. I'm an R&B singer, but I'll do it for you since you're going to get me a Carvel ice cream with 2 cherries on top. That's right, you guys, a Carvel ice cream cake. That's what you buy people when they do something special for you. They knew the record was going to be a hit regardless, but they wondered if Kelly would be the next target. You know what I mean? They wondered. Ashanti, he was targeting females. I mean, shit. He went at Ashanti's sideburns. Nobody was off limits, just like Eminem. Just like Eminem. He has beef with Britney Spears. These guys will diss anyone. So, y'all, during the commercial break, it was said beforehand 50 Cent got out of his seat and started walking the house. And we all remember this from the infamous MTV when shit got. This wasn't the Source Awards, you guys. This was actually the MTV Awards, and shit got out of hand. You know what I mean? Shit got out of hand. 50 Cent was walking in the crowd. 50 Cent was giving daps to Jay-Z and Diddy walking in the front row. He went to the floor and started slapping fives with Jay-Z and Diddy. Fat Joe said he was really trying to antagonize me. He was really trying to antagonize me as I was standing there waiting to speak on the mic. But I wasn't trying to pay him no mind. Then 50 actually came on stage for a few seconds. He stood several feet away from me. I was saying to myself, okay, we're about to fight. We're about to get it on here at the VMAs. He said that, although 50 returned to his seats. Fat Joe said the infamous line, I feel safe with all the police protection courtesy of G Unit. He said that after the incident, and Michael Jordan just cut their deal because he didn't want to get caught up in no rap beef. So just because 50 Cent antagonized Fat Joe, he got his deal with Michael Jordan canceled. Michael Jordan was witnessing this, you guys, probably watching it all unfold like, what are these idiots doing? Do you see me here antagonizing Scottie Pippen? Do you see me here antagonizing Karl Malone? Hakeem Olajuwon? Matter of fact, Patrick Ewing is here. I gave him a handshake. These guys are not businessmen. Share this video, hit that like button. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. Michael Jordan's got to be thinking these guys are not businessmen. We don't conduct ourselves like this. This rap beef is bad for business. You know, they're not even a good look for Team Jordans. You know what I mean? And Team Jordans at one point had the boxer Roy Jones Jr. Excuse me. I believe he was down a couple. He had a couple athletes as well. He had a couple other athletes as well. Rappers though, I don't really recall any. You can ask Chameleonaire. They see me hating. You know what I'm talking about? Patrolling. Ask him what happened when he asked Jordan for an autograph. That's when Chameleonaire said to himself, wow, this guy really doesn't like rappers. Why would he like rappers? You're bad for business. Jordan hanging out with rappers, it only increases the risk of something stupid happening. And in response, you say, Jordan can't dress. Look at his jeans. Okay, his jeans are goofy. He wears wide leg jeans. You dress cooler than Jordan? Okay, but guess what? Every rapper is wearing Jordans. Jordan pulled out his deal like ASAP. He pulled out of that deal ASAP. Even though Fat Joe kept his composure. Outside of saying, I feel safe with all the G Unit protection, all the police protection courtesy of G Unit. And Michael Jordan is thinking to himself, so do I. What's the problem with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, you think I feel safe being protected by gang members? I don't actually, I'm Michael Jordan. I don't feel safe being protected by gang members. So Michael Jordan didn't view this as an L for 50. He's like, why would I do business? He's like, thank God the police protection is here. That means none of these crazy fans are going to run down on me and they're going to keep the rap beefs under control. Again, they're not here for me and Carl Malone. 50 doesn't even really like Diddy. Jay-Z, he has dissed them both on numerous occasions. Matter of fact, Jay-Z was beefing with Fat Joe. Let me go up and say what's up to them for no reason, just to show that they respect me. They even know I don't like them, but they're gonna give me daps. Similar to when he walked up when French Montana was performing, 50 does stuff just so, just because he can. You know, I'm going to go I'm going to go over there and sit in the cheap seats. Just as much, you know what I mean, as the TS fans love Joe, G Unit fans love 50. He does stuff just because he can. He does it just to be an asshole, you know? And this is just incredible to me. You know what I mean? That Fat Joe loses out on his deal with Michael Jordan. Like, guys, imagine having 6 meetings with Michael Jordan, with Michael Jordan designers, and having Michael Jordan give you a devastating, I can only quote it as being devastating message like that. Think about this. Think about this. Fat Joe could have been a $1 billion brand. Imagine Fat Joe's leather collection. You might not remember FJF 60. It was in the back of the Source magazine. It was some Pele type shit. The Averex. You would probably remember the Cassidy line. I'll put 10 in your AV and pretend you paid me. You probably heard that line from Cassidy. What is good, y'all? What is popping, everybody up in here? What's good with y'all? What is good with y'all? What's popping? Trust, appreciate you for tapping in on the live tonight. Appreciate you tapping in on the live tonight. You already know what it is. It's the Mikey T, the Movie Star podcast. Guys, I'm smoking some gas, courtesy of Burner. I can't lie. I can't lie. This cookie weed has got me damn high. Yeah, it's pretty amazing shit. I'm not gonna lie. I got some other shit too, some runts. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to grab some cookies and shit like that. What's that? What's that? El Oso cookies? Okay. You know how we do up in here. You know how we do in this bitch. You know how we do, man. So honestly, you guys, Fat Joe with Michael Jordan, the Fat Joe Jordan, like guys, I'm not even joking. Look at Kanye West right now with everything that he's doing with Adidas. Fat Joe could have been a billion-dollar brand. And then he had that previous leather collection, FJF 60. It was in the back of the Source magazine. You know, a lot of people promoted through the Source back then. You know, the Source magazine was looked at as the most reputable magazine out. They started taking on a lot of ads. You know what I mean? They started taking on a whole lot of ads, you guys, where it was just a lot of clothing brands and all different types of shit like that. It became, a go-to for marketing. But it was some Pele Pele shit. The Avarex. You probably remember the Cassidy line. I'll put 10 in your AV and pretend you paid me. You probably heard that line from Cassidy. Now just imagine FJ 560, Michael Jordan wearing it. A Team Jordan, excuse me, FJ 560. It would be like Jumpman. It would be like Jumpman clothing. You know what I mean? You could even have the Jumpman logo on it. Shit, you're doing business with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? 15% off each shirt. You would have been a billionaire before Dr. Dre, before Diddy. This shit Joe is dropping. If anyone knows Joey Crack, Joey Crack is like an open book. Fat Joe and Big Pun, they were like that. Anyone that knows Fat Joe, and I don't mean guys like Hassan Campbell, you don't really know him. You met Pistol Pete. Anyone that really knows Fat Joe will tell you these guys don't make up stories. They have no reason to lie. Some of the stuff I'm reading in the book of Jose, Fat Joe, his new book, guys, go check it out because I'm shook. This book right here is something you should check out. Fat Joe has been in the game a long time and he has hella stories. This is one of the best books in recent history that I can recall. You know what I mean? And honestly, he met with the design team. So it's like you met with the design team. That means you were actually in the process of finalizing designs, getting prototypes. You know what I'm saying? Getting prototypes made, which is the scary thing. They said, fuck the marketing plan, fuck the plan altogether. This is too risky. We got to let them know we can't do business with you. You're too risky. This is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. This is like one of those episodes from Dave Chappelle when keeping it real goes wrong. We got some shit to talk about. What up? What up? What up, Tri State? What's popping with you? Hell yeah, trust. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, rest in peace to Maserati Fox. I wanted to come on here and speak about Fox tonight. You know what I mean? He definitely made an impression on the game, whether you liked his music or not. You know what I mean? He was a very striking figure in the game. He's somebody that I believe a lot had respect for, like I said, whether you like the music or not. You know what I mean? This is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. You know, this is like one of them episodes from Dave Chappelle, Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. What the fuck, Fat Joe? The G Unit security line, that honestly, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Jordan saw the rest of the show. You know what I mean? Jordan said, if you're doing this in public, then imagine what you're going to do with my brand in public. If you're doing this in public, imagine what you're going to do with my brand. I can't have this. Michael Jordan has a clean image. He doesn't want any of the hip hop beef associated with him. And he's like, I'm not dissing the police. They patrol my house. Why are you saying that, Joe? That's not nice. He's not thinking That's gangsta, Joe. Brat! He's not thinking that shit. This is not Latrell's Freewell. This is not one of those ball players. This isn't Allen Iverson that's in the middle of the hood with Jules. You know what I mean? While he's the star of the Philly 76ers. Do you see Jordan on O Block? Have you ever seen Michael Jordan chilling on O Block? He is from Chicago. My point is, not everyone is the same. There are gangster NBA players, you know what I'm saying? Like Ron Artest from Queensbridge. Jordan is not like them. Jordan is not like Artest or Iverson. And it's not to take anything away from Jordan. You know what I mean? He is the greatest player of all time. But even Jordan got crossed by Allen Iverson. Oh, what do you mean crossed? What do you mean crossed? I mean crossed over. He broke his ankles. Watch the video. Go on YouTube. Allen Iverson crosses Michael Jordan. Legendary footage. People couldn't believe it. Like, how did this small little guy, like, he's not even 5'5", he's so tiny. How could he do that to our hero, our legend? Jordan didn't see it coming because Iverson was doing things that you just really couldn't comprehend. You know, the NBA wasn't ready for stuff like that. He was doing, you know what I mean? He was doing Sham God moves before Sham God. Never mind, I'm getting too deep for y'all right now. I'm getting too deep for y'all. I used to be nice and bald myself, man. I'm getting a little bit too deep for y'all right now. Dumb out. Dumb out. Y'all want to talk about the dumb outs? Y'all want to talk about Maserati Fox and the dumb outs tonight? Y'all ready to talk about it? Y'all ready to talk about it? You know what you're watching right now. We're Mikey T, the movie star. Y'all watching the podcast right now, live podcast. Had to do a special episode for y'all before Thanksgiving. I know everybody's got a big day ahead of them tomorrow. I know everyone's got a big day ahead of them tomorrow. There we go. I want to see what this bud looks like. I haven't smoked this one yet. I did not smoke this one yet. So I want to see what this shit is hitting for right now. To be real with y'all, I want to see what this shit is hitting for right now. MJ has a statue. MJ has a statue. You're cool. Appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody, for real. I know everybody's planning on some shit. It's a big night. It's a big night. You know, a lot of people are going out tonight. I mean, I know I am. This is the biggest night. This is one of the biggest nights to go out. So I hope everybody enjoys their evening. You know what I mean? I hope everybody enjoys their evening. Appreciate you, Randy. Appreciate you, man. So dumb outs, right? You know, when you heard that, it was time to go. You know, that was like when Stack Bundles started going. And by the way, Mazi and Stack Bundles, they were like best friends. What up, Quake? What's popping with you, G's? Appreciate you tapping in on the comments, bro. I see you. Oh shit, I gotta fix that real quick. There we go. We in the game, baby. Dumb outs. Dumb outs. Long live the Fox. 100%, man. Maserati Fox was a real one. You know, I liked a lot of his music. But you know, when you heard that dumb out, it was time to go, man. It was time to go. And you know, Maserati Fox and Stack Bundles were like best friends, but Stack wouldn't yell dumb out. He would go squad up. Stack wouldn't yell out dumb out. He would go squad up. And that was pretty much like Mazi yelling dumb out. You know what I mean? You just knew it was going left. You know what I mean? You were like, it's time to go. It's time to go. Time to go. I'm leaving. But the club is still open. You don't got to leave. I mean, you can be the dumbass to stick around and find out. You can be the one like, I'm not leaving. I paid my $30 for admission. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. You can be that guy. Not me, though. I'm out. I'm hitting the parking lot. I'm going to post up in my truck and I'm going to watch y'all stampede in about 2 minutes. I'm going to give myself a 90-second head start. And by the time I'm rolling my blunt, y'all going to be tripping over each other. And I'm going to be laughing behind my tinted windows like Mazi was laughing. I've seen these dudes doing the most wild, reckless shit. I was actually there at BB King's. Someone threw a drink at Mazi. He took his chain off and jumped into the crowd. You know, as far as the chain goes, though, Mazi kind of had bad taste in jewelry. You know, my boy never really wanted to tell him his jewels were not, not it. His jewels were not fugazi though. They were just like 1 carats. They were cheaply cut stones, kind of tacky, and the chains were long for no reason. He liked his jewelry extra long. You know, everyone has their own preference. It was a different era as well. Mazi was relaxed with it, you know, hopping out of Maseratis. He owned a few of them and some motorcycles, as we all saw. He'd be like, you want to see the deed? I'll smack you with the title right now. My boy literally witnessed him say, I'll smack you with the title of my car. I'll smack you with the title of my car if you say my name. People, people saying that he's fronting, that shit's a renter. They'd be like, who said that? And then they'd point him out and it'd be like that. It'd be like that boozy prank video that's out right now. Dumb out. After hearing that, the tone changes and it's like, nah, not even fam. I was just fucking around. Shit got real. All the slick comments people like to say behind people's back. Nobody did that when he was around. The same way people bust these jokes, you know what I mean? Almost like G Baby as well. Who said G Baby can't go to the low blocks day? Mazi actually dissed me in one of them videos. He said, "I'll smack that boy. I'll smack that white boy." Not for nothing, he definitely would have did that shit. Not for nothing, he definitely would have did that shit. Just because, like, and it was all over. Like, why did you interview him? What did you interview Bang Em Smurf for? We don't mess with him. He wasn't loyal to Curtis. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, Jaffe. Salute to Jaffe in the building. That's exactly why I'm doing this video tonight. It's exactly why I'm doing this video tonight, to remember Maserati Fox and keep it real as well. You know what I mean? Keep it real as well. Like I said, after I did an interview with Bang Em Smurf and Domination, he actually said, I'll smack the dude who did that interview with Bang Em Smurf. And not for nothing, he definitely would. He definitely would have did that shit. And it's all over just doing an interview. You know what I mean? We don't fuck with him. He wasn't loyal to Curtis. Him and Smurf, uh, that could have been, I don't know about Mazi, but G Baby respected Smurf. He wouldn't let people just bust jokes on Smurf. God giveth, God taketh away. Now, G Baby would do wild, funny shit. They don't make people like him no more. I actually met G Baby at one point when I was doing an interview with Frenchie in the Bronx at the PMS radio show. I got the opportunity to meet G Baby. He jumped on my camera. He was just like one of the most, interesting people to have on camera. I really would love to see what he would be doing today. He was kind of like, to me, he was kind of like what Bang 'em Smurf and Damo were doing for Frenchie. Hell yeah, Jaffe. Need to have you on the channel to speak about G Baby. You know what I mean? To speak about stories like these, man. Maserati Fox. Keep the name alive, man. But I respect everything you're doing, Jaffe. Keep it going. 50 fucked with Mazi because his resume speaks for itself. You know what I mean? The man said, I don't want to be SMM. Thanks for the invitation, but I'm starting my own shit. I don't want to be under sex, money, murder. I'm my own gangster. I'm doing my own thing. Dumb out. That's my shit. So all due respect to y'all, and they respected it. Because it's like, I get it. You're not trying to be up under me. You want to be your own boss. You want to do your own thing. He thinks different. He doesn't want to be our little Doja. He is really trying to take his 1090 shit global. He's trying to do some shit like what we're doing. But I don't think he can be as big as us. But good luck to you, Mazi. He wowed some people as the dumb out shit started to blow up. His music, it wasn't the best music. Like I said, I liked some of it, but some of the shit weak, some of the shit hitting. The mixtape he has, fresh out the body shop, that shit had the hood on fire. Transporter, kill tracks, call it manslaughter. That shit was hard as fuck. Let me 212, would you? What the fuck is 212? What does that stand for? What is this lingo he is talking? That's not the area code in Connecticut. He is not saying, let me 203 with you. That's the Big Apple, the 212. That's that jail shit. You got to dial out 212. You know what I mean? He was just doing some next shit and everyone liked it because he was talking that talk. Oh, where is he from? Oh, he just came home. Oh, he was locked up with Pistol Pete. Both pistols. Oh, shit. Pistol Pete and Pistol Rolex. Both pistols. So that's what kind of made everyone like, they got to respect it. The same with Mano. Maybe you can say his hits weren't all that, but you respect it. You bump it. He gets spins in the whip all the time. You let Mano's music rock. You let it rock on the highway where everyone can hear it in a traffic jam. I'm going to let that lobby boy shit play from Far Rock to Jamaica Ave. Everyone's looking like, that's the vibes. Far Rock motherfuckers respect it because it's that dude that rocks with stacked bundles. We jack his shit over here. They used to race Mazi and the Porsche. Mazi would tell him, change the transmission. You got Hondas passing you on the highway. What the hell is going on? You know what I mean? What's going on with you? What is it? The alternator? Is it the spark plugs? What's up with this Porsche? You know, that Mazi used to roast stack bundles and clown him about his Porsche, breaking down all the time. They used to wait up till 2 to 3 a.m. to race each other. Dudes would be on a service road up top recording it. Real shit. That's what's up, Jaffe. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, bro. Mark says, RIP $1 Million Fox and G Baby. Bulletproof Love from Merrick Boulevard and Springfield Boulevard was with Mazi back in 2010, 2011 before he went and did his bid. Salute to the Q Borough. Appreciate you, Mark, for tapping in, bro. Yeah, even after. Oh, shit. Jaffe's in the chat, keeping it real 100%. And I pinned Jaffe's comment as well. Y'all need to go follow Jaffe's YouTube page so you can see some of the music that he has released. That's my tiger right there. Salute my tiger. That's his brand right there. Everybody follow Jaffe the Mac. He's on to some real shit. He is on to some real shit. So Mazi is not a busting jokes type of dude. He's on a serious tip. Like, what's up? What you doing out here? What you getting into? This is my man's. If you need, he can hold you down. Like, no, I'm straight. No, you're not straight over here. Mazi would do his best to look out. Don't go to that store. Go to the other one over there. You could tell if he fucked with you or if he liked you or someone around told him you were valid. He will feel like he had your back. Same way with my dude who knows him. You know what I mean? Your man's is from Brooklyn. You just don't give a fuck. Not everyone cares, you know what I mean, about the projects. It's not necessarily about where you're from. Mazi was fucking with 50. 50 Cent had him work with Prodigy. 50 Cent had him working with Prodigy. See if you can make a hit with P. You know what I mean? And then after having Prodigy on record and it didn't really blow up with that, Mazi actually wasn't cutting it as a rapper. He didn't have the it factor. He's not marketable and he can't help it. Mazi didn't know how to be fake. That was a part of his problem. He didn't know how to be anybody other than himself. He couldn't adapt like some of the others, you know what I mean? He couldn't have some alter ego like 50 did with Candy Shop. He just didn't know how to do it. That was Bang Em Smurf's problem too. They didn't know how to adapt to the music industry. Well, in Mazi's case, he was just too institutionalized. You know what I mean? He would treat the streets like it was jail. He would apply jail rules to the streets. And that's how you could tell it was a fucked up situation. To live when you're in a free world and you're abiding by jail rules. But again, when you do long bids like that, it changes you. It changes the way you think. The only way to really describe it, you know what I mean? Smurf was just, you know what I'm saying? The streets is not different than jail. Smurf just couldn't adapt to the music industry. 50 tried to do his best, but he just can't show you how to be like him. Even he had a hard time transitioning. It took 50 it took 50 all the way till In the Club. If In the Club didn't take off, he would have been the same Boo Boo. He would have been Curtis. He would have been Boo Boo, my guy from Gabru. You know what I mean? It's just some people will never change. You know what I mean? I don't care if you like me. You don't. You don't. You take it or you leave it. It's just the same. It's just the way that some people are. Some people say he's too stuck in his ways. He needs to grow up. Some say I love the Lobby Boys. Some say Jim Jones is too old to do this and that. According to who? You? We're not going to change because someone doesn't agree with us. It's because we don't know no better. The only thing I know is how to be my own boss. You know what I mean? Waka Flocka as well was the connection. He's a real one. Gucci Man did a whole video with Maserati Fox because of who? I'm tired of spelling this shit out. Waka Flocka is the connection. Waka Flocka is a real one. He is a connection to everything. Waka Flocka is the connection to French. Gucci and Waka Flocka is from Queens. I don't care what nobody tells you. Waka Flocka is from Queens, bro. Where do we know Gucci Man from? I'm just asking. I fuck with Gucci Man. I don't know him personally. I fuck with his shit. Where do Maserati Fox and the dudes from Queens know Gucci Man from? Respectfully. Queens dudes know Gucci Man through Waka Flocka. Waka is a solid dude. Hell yeah. Jaffe interview is about to be a movie. Major salute, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Merrick Boulevard, what up, Merrick Boulevard? We're about to be talking about Merrick Boulevard. But gangsters like to play pool. You know what I mean? Gangsters just don't shoot dice all day. Gangsters like to play at billiards. You know what I mean? My dude was telling me about seeing Mazi in the billiards, actually. It was so smoky. So much smoke, you couldn't even see the ball you were aiming for. They was playing music, down south music. It was some Atlanta music. Mad smoky, mad Coronas on the side of the pool table lined up like bowling pins, empty ones, almost like they were too lazy to throw them away, like they had a recycling bin, but it was already full. And they wanted to do the rights, and they didn't want to just throw it in the regular trash bin. Like, we got to put these in the recycling bin. We got to get rid of the bag first, though. And I want to say, shout out DZ. What up, General DZ? What's popping, dude? Want to definitely do an interview with you, General DZ, too, as well. Mazi is from west side of Merrick Boulevard. Merrick Merrick is definitely more gangster than Lyndon. A lot of people think Lyndon is soft. I don't know why, but Lyndon is nothing like Rochdale. You know what I mean? Linden Boulevard actually stretches a long way. So don't just be saying shit like that. You know what I mean? Certain parts of Linden are soft. Okay. So you really, you got to be careful though, generalizing. West Side, Merrick Boulevard, though, is kind of sus. You feel like you're in the Poconos. You know what I mean? It doesn't even feel like you're in the hood. That's the crazy part. It just feels like, okay, this house looks nice. It's all private houses. There's no lobbies. There's no projects. It's no buildings. It's all like back blocks and private houses. And St. Albans is right there. And it's like, what the fuck? You don't even feel like, you know what I mean? Like you could easily make the wrong turn, think you're good, and be in the hood. It's just a weird area. I can't even describe the shit. You know what I mean? It's like, man, it's like there ain't no projects over here. I don't even gotta bring a ratty over here. You know what I mean? Look at it. I'm gonna take a picture with my phone. This is the private houses. You know what I'm saying? How bad can it be? It's private houses. But it's like it's kind of got like a Philly feeling to me. It feels kind of like Philly, but there's no row houses. You know what I mean? They're detached, so it'll be one house, another house. You know what I mean? A bullshit yard, not a lot of property. You know what I mean? But there are these detached houses. It's got a real Philly feel to it. It's one of the only places in New York you're like, yo, this has like a Philly vibe to it, and it's actually clean out there. You know what I mean? It can throw you off. It can throw you off. And some people do get caught slipping because they don't realize that's the hood. They're watching you through the window. Yo, you spun around twice. What's the problem? You're watching me? Is you lost or something? How do you know I spun around here? What the fuck do you mean? How do I know you spun around twice? We was watching you. Yo, you was watching me? Nobody was standing outside. They run a tight operation over there. I think they had cameras in the trees, and this was before. Now everyone has Ring cameras. They was on some whole other different type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But Jamaica Ave fashion, was different. It was different than the Bronx and Queens, you could tell. By the way, someone dresses where they're from, just like, the way they walk, they talk, the way they dress. You know what I mean? When Queens dudes went to the Bronx, when Brooklyn dudes went to Harlem, right away, like, he's not from here because of where he dress, because of the way he dresses. And the first two sentences out of his mouth, I'm going to actually pinpoint where he is exactly from. Back then, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Brooklyn and the Bronx didn't really fuck with each other. Queens stood out of the way. Harlem clicked with the Bronx because BX is just geographically closer. You know what I mean? It just made sense. And whoever moved from the Bronx, you know what I mean? They guess where they moved. Whoever moved from the Bronx, guess where they moved? Harlem. And if you moved from Harlem or the Bronx, guess where you moved? Queens. Staten Island and Brooklyn, they had a low-key connection as well. But yeah, man, I wanted to come on here and talk about that, man. I wanted to come on here and talk about that. I feel like Maserati Fox deserves his just due. General Deasy, my guy, salute, bro. I believe I'm following you on the gram. So it's Mikey T _ the movie star. Definitely have watched a lot of your stuff. What's poppin', neighborhood all-star? Hell yeah. Rest in peace to Maserati Fox. I'd never done a video really coming on here talking about Maserati Fox. Regrettably, I did not do an interview with Maserati Fox back in the day. They did reach out to me to do an interview, you know what I mean, back in the day and shit like that. I wish I could have made it happen, but he had got locked up, and it was right during that stint when he had said that he had seen Lil Wayne in jail, actually, so that's right before they had reached out to me. We just really couldn't put it together. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, DZ. I'm gonna hit your DM. I'm gonna hit your DM so we can get in this classic history, man. I know you're making a big impression on New York City, and I want to do what I can do to help. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to come on here and talk about Fox today, man. I actually first heard about Fox through the mixtapes and shit, and when 50 actually put him on right when he had got home and shit back in the day. I don't know if that was right when he got home. I guess some of the homies, like Jaffe and DZ could really further explain that to me in interview format. But when I'd first got, recognition of him, I saw a few pictures. And then right before Prodigy went to jail, I went to BB King's and Maserati Fox performed with all the dumbouts. And it was just an epic scene. Yep. Yep. Facts, man. I just wanted to come on. I want to come on here and talk to y'all tonight. I hope everybody enjoys this video on replay. We spoke on the Fat Joe beef with 50 Cent, pretty much starting over the fact that Fat Joe gave them New York. Fat Joe lined him up for his hit single Wonderful with R. Kelly. He pretty much breathed life. Fat Joe breathed life into the Murder Inc. label after 50 Cent decimated them. That's kind of what it was. And I'll be real with you. I didn't really know it. I didn't really know that's what it was 100%. And then I also spoke on Maserati Fox. So I really hope everybody enjoys this video on replay. I think there's a lot of gems in here. Again, I wanted to keep it all the way real. I didn't want to come on here, lie in front. I wanted to come on here and keep it all the way real. You know what I mean? That's the only way I know how to do it. Mikey T, the movie star. I'm out. Peace.